Executive Director of the Santa Maria Valley Wine Country Association. So tune into the What's Cookin' Show with Mike Horn and Paul Stern every weekday at 8 and 10 a.m., then again at 3 and 10 p.m., all at Pacific Daylight Time, only on CRN, Digital Talk Radio. We're back here on the weekend edition of the Larry Manetti Show. Larry Manetti sitting across from me, along with his lovely wife, Nancy.
Hey, Nelson. So go ahead. You were at an L-shaped bar near the airport, and this guy that talked like this. So what happened?
I got a deal for you.
So, I know. I said, it's 4.25. He says, no, kid, I understand. I'll give you 400. I said, pal, you don't understand. It's 4.25. He says, okay, come here with me. So we go to this long hall into this room that a lot of telephones, a lot of smoke, and two other guys join him. And he says, Joe, I just talked to him. He's going to work for us. I'm going to give him 400. I said, excuse me, Joe, I know I have an accent, but it seems like, I know numbers. I say, I know numbers. I've been telling this gentleman that I want a 4.25. Joe say, okay, man, no problem. We give you 400. I say, what the heck is this? I say, it's 4.25. And now this guy look at me very serious. Says, listen, kid, if you don't work for us, you don't work in Chicago. Now, anybody with a half a brain would understand what he was dealing with, but not yours truly. I repeat the story sometimes just to remind me how stupid one can be. I get embarrassed. So I look at him, and honestly, I say, my friend, let me tell you something. I say, the good Lord, because in my mind I was thinking, things going to get tough here. I punch this one, I kick the other one, and I run back to my car, So I look at the man and I said, listen, pal, the good Lord gave me a voice. If I don't sing for you, I'll sing for somebody else. Today I look back, I remember the look in their faces because they look at each other. And I could see what went through their minds. They must say, this guy is either so stupid or his connections are bigger than ours.
Yeah.
That's great.
So I went to work for them. For 400. And I got to tell you, man, on the first night, the piano player, first of all, he put that jar on top of the piano, which I hated that because I said, God, I'm supposed to be an upcoming star, at least in my mind. And I said, I don't want to see no
tip jar
in the piano, But so anyway, after I sang the first set, the boss, the guy that would not give me the $25, I thought he was trading my handkerchief for my pocket. And he says, hey, kid, when you go back, sing that mama thing again. So I went and I did. When I came back, he's trading out my handkerchief in my pocket. He goes, yeah, when you go back, do that Sorrento thing. Do that again. To make the story short, every time he went to my pocket, he was putting $100 there.
Oh, my goodness.
By the end of that week, I had $2,000 in that pocket.
Hey-o.
You've heard of Beck the Knife, but you never heard of Nelson the Pocket. You just told me I came with my chest forward.
Wow.
By the end of the week, he came to me. He says, hey, kid, how much I owe you? I said, well, the way I see, by what you put in my pocket, I've been hired for 5 weeks. $2,000 divided by 400, 5 weeks. He says, no, that's not my money. That's the money from the guys with pocket personality. I give you $400. I got to tell you, man, I couldn't believe it. I worked there for a bunch of weeks. I ended up buying a car. You know what I mean? My life took a shape. And then somebody had a nephew and becomes the Italian nepotism.
Hey, do you remember their names?
I don't remember the name. I remember the name of the place called the Airliner.
Oh, my God. I used to hang out in there. That was Nicky Visco.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah, Nicky. He was a real good. He was a nice-looking man and impeccably dressed. And he used to fix his tie. And he used to say, "What do you say? Sit down and have a drink. The broads are at the end of the bar."
and the place was built like an L.
Yeah,
right?
that was the airliner. I can't believe it. Yeah, that was
And
a
not
big.
only this, and it's funny. Also, I remember one time I had a girlfriend. It was my first American girlfriend. She used to drive every other weekend from Michigan, from Pontiac, Michigan, which was a city that I went to when I first came. And one night we were sitting on the table, and was, the boss, the gentleman that you just mentioned, some other guys, and me, and my girlfriend. And the waitress came, and she says, you're going to have this. She started taking the orders. Then she come to me. She says, oh, you're going to have orange juice. Then she looked at my girlfriend. She says, and I know what you drink. Ooh.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, Ann
You know what I
Margaret
mean?
started there.
Yeah,
So-
but I mean, the thing is that the boss, I said, no, I don't think you know. This is the first time the young lady's here. And the boss caught on what she's done and fired the girl right on the spot.
Wow.
I had to fight. I said, no, my girlfriend understands that perhaps I sat here with another lady another time. But it was
Wow.
funny. Those guys weren't playing.
Oh, boy.
Then I went to sing for Joe Higgins. There was a jazz place,
What
right
was
after
it?
the airliner.
What was the name of
And
it?
it was a jazz place, but here I am singing. I'm singing real square Italian stuff, and after a few weeks that I was there, Joe came to me and says, Nelson, you're confusing my life. He says, I've never made as much money with anybody appearing here, but this is supposed to be a jazz club. And, and you got all the paisans. You say, well, whatever, boss. It's funny. So that was the beginning.
Boy, that was a great beginning.
So let's.
Yeah, but and then we went all over the world and stuff like that, and it was just great. Like I said, the good Lord has been kind to me, and my 50 minutes of fame lasted an hour and a half, so I'm very happy.
Nelson, hang in with us a minute, because I want to talk about you starting off in Vegas.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to be right back in a little while.
You got it.
We still have another minute. Larry's confused. Larry's confused.
Oh, we do? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy that you have a lot of sponsors. That, of course, interferes with my timing.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the problem with having to make money.
We need the sponsors. We wouldn't be here.
Nelson, do you have a website?
I'm on radio.
Do you have a website?
Yes, I have a website.
Why don't you give it to everybody?
Well, it's of course I haven't put that website on updated since 1907, but it's N Nelson Sardelli NelsonSardelli.com.
Oh, okay.
But if you want to see something, you go to YouTube and you just punch Nelson Sardelli.
That's right.
And there's about 34 or 36 entries. That's some.
Great. We'll be sure to check that out in a sec. Nelson, hang on.